Hi there, it's Wise here. Once again, bringing all of you some wise words. How are you? I already know how you are. You're probably doing terrific. You're probably feeling like me. You're probably feeling great. It is beautiful out here. Summer's almost over. It's a sad time of year for me. I love summer. It's my absolute favorite season. It has my birthday in it. You can do almost every outdoor activity. I'm a big fan of summer. But with that being said, I do love autumn. It's a really nice time of the year. I've mentioned on here before, I'm from the East Coast, and I've also lived in the Midwest, so I've gotten to see some really beautiful falls, even though they're kind of rainy. Out here in Colorado, we don't get a lot of rain, so we get what we have, or you call the Aspen Golds. You can go see those. But I'm not really too much of a big fan. I like the oranges and the yellows and the reds all mixed together, the auburns. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm still able to record video outside for right now, but soon I'll probably be moving inside. I'll probably still record them outside during the fall and winter, just depending on how cold it is. But I'm probably going to move inside to an inside studio that I'm putting together. So look forward to that, guys. And after a little bit of rambling, I wanted to tell you that I love you. As always, I love you. I absolutely adore each and every one of you, like I adore myself. I wanted to talk to you guys about something important today. I get a lot of my friends asking me questions about this. One friend in particular here lately has been asking me questions about esoteric agendas and the occult, things like documentaries that he's seen online and wondered if it was a reliable source of information. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about how to wake up. No, not in the morning, but consciously. Now, probably the reason that any of you, maybe most of you, if not all of you, are here on this channel is because you have some sort of curiosity about the occult, or maybe you're just questioning the reality. You see things like maybe the current 2016 election, and it weirds you out to see how things have gotten like this. Maybe you started hearing things about GMOs or fluorine in water, or how dentistry really isn't maybe the most best profession it's cracked up to be, or they're the reason that your doctor prescribes you medicine instead of telling you the holistic, helpful ways that won't only address the problem that makes you sick, but also make you healthier in other aspects of your life. Maybe you're really starting to see all these things and you're wondering how they connect. Or not. Maybe you're not curious about it at all. And you're just watching this video because it gives you something to do. Well, no matter what, I feel that if you are subscribed to anybody on any type of social media, whether it's YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook, that you should try to learn at least one thing from that person today. And today, I'm going to try to give you guys some information that I think is really helpful. So these are 5 things that help me in waking up. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is, like I said, I've been working with a friend of mine that's going through a transition in their life that they're really unsure about a lot of things that they've been told, such as, is government good? Is religion as old as we think it is? The food that we eat, so on and so forth. So I wanted to give this information to just about everybody that is interested in it. And if you guys like it, please give it to a friend or a family member, or just put it in your favorites and you can refer to it anytime. So here we go. My top 5 easy ways, or maybe not top 5, but just 5 easy ways to start waking up. And number 1, we have start researching the things that you're curious in. Start researching government. Start researching foods. Start researching water. Start researching air. Start researching everything. Any conspiracy that you've ever heard, research it. And that's what I always tell you guys. Research it. Find out the information for yourself. That is the best way to gain knowledge. When you put yourself through the arbors and the labors of reading through this information yourself, or watching documentaries about it and then researching the documentary and then finding out more questions and then questioning those questions and then getting answers to those questions and then questioning the answers, as you could tell, I ask a lot of questions. But you want to get into it yourself. Empower yourself. Empower yourself. It's easy. All you have to do is just start taking the initiative. Think about how much time you spend on social media, like I mentioned a moment ago, or how much time you spend playing video games or drinking beer or just watching television. All of those things. All I'm not going to say it's wasted time because probably you enjoy it and we all need some time to unwind. But this thing in between your ears, behind your eyes, is absolutely brilliant. Every computing device you've ever seen in your life tries to emulate this. It is amazing. It learns, it grows, and with stimulus, just like any other muscle in your body, even though it's an organ, it will grow and it will become more malleable. So, by researching these things that you're interested in, not only will you gain the knowledge firsthand, but you'll also be giving your brain a nice little exercise, keeping up with your neuroplasticity. So, try it out. Number two, learn about the pineal gland. I recommend that everybody spend some time just doing a little research or watching a video about the pineal gland. Pine cone, pineal gland. The pineal gland, some believe, is the one gland that mandates the rest of the glands. Now, me being a medical student, I can't say there's any unequivocally or unrefuted information that will concretely support that. But what I can say is, throughout all of the ancient cultures, whether you look at Sumeria or you look at the Vedas from India, or if you look at ancient Kemet or the Egyptians, they all talk about the third eye or the pineal gland or the seat or the ajna chakra. They all talk about this one all-seeing entity that helps connect you to a higher realm, that helps you mandate your body and basically be a well-balanced human being. The more you learn about it, the more you learn that there is a hidden agenda, maybe, maybe not, what according to what you believe, behind calcifying it. So once you start learning about the pineal gland, you also want to learn about decalcifying or how to decalcify the pineal gland. Now, the pineal gland is calcified through fluorine or sodium iodine, which the body does need iodine and it does need sodium, but not combined like you find in most table salt or most table salt. There are a lot of different compounds that the body needs, but fluorine is not one of them. I know that you've been told this a lot. Well, I won't say fluorine isn't one of them. Fluorine in everyday tap water is not one of them. What you have in everyday tap water is hydrofluoric acid, which is actually a byproduct of creating fertilizer and other things like that, and you really don't want to be getting that into your body. And we've been buying it from off of China in most states, not all states, I'd have to say about 40 states or so, off of China for the past probably 15 to 16 years, and they love getting rid of it. Actually, there are over 27 countries that refuse to put fluorine in the water: Portugal, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Italy, France. There's a couple more out there. There's some more out there, actually. Those are just a few to name it. But I'm not saying they have an agenda in those countries not to calcify your pineal gland, but I will say that in this country, it's very suspicious that a lot of other first world countries that have realized that putting this type of fluorine into our water does not help our teeth or our bones. Actually, it adversely affects it. African Americans more so than any other race in America. Sorry, black guys out there, black women, my brothers and sisters. But yeah, stop drinking tap water if you can. But it also tastes terrible. So I would just recommend getting away from it. So if you can find out, there's a bunch of different ways to decalcify your pineal gland. You can even start taking in more herbs into your body that'll help detoxify your blood and detoxify your kidneys and your livers. There's tons of diuretics out there like elderberry. You know what? I'm gonna make a whole video about herbs and different vegetables and plants that you can eat that will help detoxify your body. But right now, let's just stay on track with 5 ways to wake up, which eating well is one of the ways to wake up. So let's talk about number 3, which is probably one of the ones I'm most excited about. Get yourself some crystals, get yourself some petrified wood, get yourself some stones, some precious metals that have been charmed that you've gotten from a purveyor that knows what they're doing with them, a Reiki master, a crystal awakener, or a crystal healer, gem dealer. There are a lot of people out there that know tons of stuff about crystals and just precious rocks or precious gems. And the reason that I say this is that crystals and precious gems and precious rocks and things like that actually have a life force or a magnetism of their own. Right here, as you can see, I have two on myself in the pine cone. These are from thirdEyePineCones.com. I know a lot of you guys have probably been seeing these, like, oh, those are nice necklaces. I got a lot of compliments on them. But these are pine cones from Third Eye Pine Cone. This one right here actually is blessed. I don't know if you can see that with those interlaced triangle figures. That's called a Merkaba. So that is actually a Sanskrit or an ancient Sumerian symbol. And Merkaba means light, spirit, body. Mer, light, ka, spirit, ba, body. But anyways, this is a very, very dear piece to me. It has carnelian in it, which carnelian actually helps you with meditation and focusing on manifesting whatever it is you're trying to do. And then down here we have another favorite of mine. This was actually the first one I ever got from Third Eye Pine Cone. In the middle we have malachite, the green stone there. Malachite is a highly magnetic stone. I forget what the elements are. I can get those guys to you later. I'm not a gem or mineral miner, so excuse me for my limited knowledge on it. But the malachite here protects from negative energy, and like I said, it's also very magnetic. And then the green is crushed turquoise, and then the blue is crushed lapis lazuli, and they actually put a natural phosphorescent in there. And what's really cool about these is whenever you get a crystal, I got another one here for you. This is a piece of agate, an agate geoid actually, that I got. It's a set of two that I have that are bookend pieces. And what's really cool about these guys is when I put them together, they almost feel like they're magnetic, like they know they go back together, even though the sides have been polished and they're not exactly fitting together. But when I do that, when I put them on either end on my bookshelf, it feels like they really hold my books together, like they're almost trying to pull to each other even through all the books. But that's besides the point. But what's really cool about crystals is that when you get them, there's a session or something you can do called dedicating your crystal. And I recommend doing that anytime you get a new crystal or a new precious stone, such as this guy. This is moonstone, and it's been shined and shaped into a very, very nice massage stone. I think I use it for massage, at least. I didn't ask the lady what it was actually used for. I just, when I saw it, I wanted to have it because I thought I could use it for massage, like for my neck. Oh, that feels great. Or for my arms, or to help massage other people. But when I got these two, what I did was I did a dedication session, and you can look up online how to dedicate your crystal. You can look up a YouTube video. I'm certain they're out there. I haven't watched any, but I've read about it a long time ago. So anytime I get a new crystal, I always dedicate it. And what's really cool about dedicating your crystal, such as this agate here, what you could do is after you dedicate it or while you're dedicating it, you can use it or give it like a mental, not really command, but suggestion about what you want it to do for you. So if you're looking to emulate more peace or happiness into your life, you can say, bring me peace, or bring me happiness, or help bring me happiness. And just meditate on that, and you'll help dedicate your crystal. And the crystal, you can actually keep a little journal, which I used to do. I don't really do anymore. This is kind of like my video journal, but this crystal, I'm not going to tell you what I dedicated it for, but it's been helping me, and it's so far so good, a lot. I also have these here. This bracelet here it's actually made from igneous rock, which is pretty much, it's like a volcanic rock. It's not it is a volcanic rock. It forms when lava hits water and becomes extremely cooled extremely fast. It's very neat. And in between the little what looks to be golden are actually copper, which copper helps out with blood circulation. And then down here, these are just glass, but I thought they looked cool. Let me put this guy back. So that was number 3. Get yourself some crystals. But number 4 is probably one of my favorites, and probably one of the best suggestions I can give to you. Eat less meat. Now, I don't know if you guys ever question anything that I say, which I hope you are. I hope you're doing the research yourself and going out and finding out about all of this stuff. But with that being said, this is very important. The World Health Organization, came out a little bit over a year ago and said unequivocally that processed meats, no matter what you're eating, whether it's salami, or whether it's beef, or whether it's chicken, doesn't matter what it is, the growth hormones and all the other additives and things added to them they have placed all processed meats on to the same cancer causing list as carcinogens and smoking cigarettes. That's right, processed meats cause cancer. But if you ask any vegetarian or vegan out there that's been one for a while, they say, yeah, we've known that for a while. Now we have the science to support it. And with that being said, I would recommend to eat less of it. If you can possibly, like me, stop eating it altogether. It's not good for the environment, it's not good for your body, and it's plain just not good altogether for the animal. Please think of the animals. If you guys haven't seen videos about it, you can watch Forks Over Knives, Cowspiracy, Seaspiracy. You can also read the book Omnivore's Dilemma. There are tons and tons and tons of documentaries and just pieces of information out there for you that you can use to find out alternatives of ways of eating. Not only will you look better and feel better, but you'll also be doing justice to the environment. It actually will be more impactful in the environment for people to switch over to vegetarianism or veganism than it would for us to stop using all fossil fuels altogether. I recently saw a report on Al Jazeera, which is a news broadcast from the Middle East all the way up to the UK. But Al Jazeera had a broadcasting talking about if there was a worldwide switch to vegetarianism, just vegetarianism, that we can all but cut almost 90% of greenhouse emissions within 5 years of doing so. A worldwide switch to veganism would almost shut it down by 98%. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. It's very, 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 very naive of me to think that many people at this point, they say that there's almost 7.5 billion people on the planet, have a concerted effort to change to being vegetarian or vegan. But if you are interested in waking up or waking up easily or becoming more conscious, then I would suggest eating less meat. It'll help you out, it'll help the environment out, and you'll become friends with an animal. And last but not least, I want to tell you number 5. That is, listen to your intuition, your gut, your heart, whatever you call it. That little feeling that tells you something's wrong or something's great or don't go there or do go there. Listen to it. That voice is important. Now, you can cultivate the relationship with that voice through meditation. You can cultivate the relationship that voice by coming more into your body, by doing yoga or running or biking or swimming or fencing or karate or anything that helps you come more into your body. You can also become more in touch with that voice by going into silent nature spaces. I love coming to my backyard. I keep my backyard very, very peaceful. The birds love it. There's a lot of stray cats that come to my backyard too, from the neighborhood. We don't have a lot of stray dogs, but I put out food for the stray cats and water for the stray cats, and they seem to like it back here. The cats in my house don't like it at all. They get jealous. They're very territorial, but c'est la vie. I don't let them interact with each other. But just come into some place or somewhere that brings you inner calm, inner peace. Some people have what they call a man cave or a den, or what I like to call my study, where I like to go and just be peaceful. Even by my nightstand, when I'm in my room or in my bedroom with my girlfriend, it's a very peaceful, tranquil place for me. My friends always compliment me on how tranquil my house is. Well, that's probably because I don't watch television and I don't have a lot of electronics going. And I got crystals and I got plants and I got peaceful animals. I'm telling you, listen to your intuition and it will tell you things. My intuition told me start making videos. So I started making videos and I love it actually. It's not even about the views or about the subscribers, which I know those will come with time. But right now, it's for me, it's getting that information to anybody who really needs it. I know that there's probably other conscious YouTube videos out there, but my intuition said there's still not enough. That you should get onto YouTube and give people another option for more things to listen to about collective consciousness, about how to awaken, about how to become a better person and raise your vibration. And I've spoken about raising your vibration before, And by raising your vibration, your intuition will become stronger and you'll be able to meet out things way easier. You will become an alchemist, so to speak. I'm reading a book right now, or I've actually read it before, I listened to it on audiobook, but I'm reading it right now. A book called Your Psychic Powers and How to Develop Them, or Them. It's tremendous. It talks about a lot of these same things that I'm giving to you guys, but I've been researching these things for a while. And this book was written back in the 19 or the late 1800s, and it says the exact same things. And I'm like, how are people not still getting this or doing it? So I just wanted to bring you guys some of this information, especially if you're curious on how to start accessing your intuition or how to start becoming more aware of your surrounding and things that are going on in the world, and maybe even bring you to the activist side. Huh? That sounds tremendous to me. So, there you go, guys. 5 easy ways, at least in my opinion, easy ways that you can start waking up. Now, you don't have to do all of them at once, you can do a couple of them, or if you want, you could just start by doing a section of one. Maybe not stop eating meat altogether and stop eating red meat. You can try it. It's not that hard. I gave it up. I used to love eating a hamburger or a pork chop or when my mom made fried fish. I used to love all of those things until I found out that there is almost no nutritional value in doing so. Or the nutritional value is completely blown away when you find out there are plants, herbs, and vegetables out there, or plants, herbs, and fruits out there that'll help you out tremendously more than eating meat ever would or could. Maybe you don't want to get a bunch of crystals. Just start by buying a small crystal. They're cheap, they're beautiful, dedicated. See if it helps you with whatever you wanted help with. Any of the things, just try one of them, and tell you that tremendous things will start happening in your life if you just give it time to do so. So, everyone, I want to thank you for stopping by once as always, and to tell you infinite love, infinite peace, and infinite wisdom.